if it looks like cold case. Because cold case foster parents did something. They were as bad as the parents were. So they abused the kids. They neglected the children. I don't want to be a foster parent. Foster parents have bad reps. I'm good. I already got a 13-year-old at home. But I worked at an emergency shelter for kids at St. John's Kids First. We saw kids between the ages of birth to 17 years old in a shelter. So 700 kids a year come through the doors of this shelter. And so I'm there and I started seeing something. I started seeing young men and young women that looked like me in high numbers. In particular, young men coming in there between 13 and I want to say 17. And so somebody planted a seed in my head and said, "Oh, you ought to be a foster parent." I said, "No, I'm good." No. That's not what I want to do. But ultimately, to make a long story short, I became a foster parent, became in contact with this young man here. I lost DJ last summer in an accident. And ultimately, what ultimately happened is that the damage was so bad in the accident that it damaged his brain. And so he had severe brain damage and he was on life support. And he wasn't coming out of that. But something happened in that. Is that in DJ's journey, mental health was a challenge for him. Foster care was a challenge for him. And DJ would always teach me, or always tell me something that I thought was really important. He fought really hard. Why? Because he understood the importance of family. And DJ was baptized before he passed. Yes, and it wasn't something that was pushed on him. We were sitting in church one morning, and the next thing I look, I see DJ in a robe. And I turned to one of my friends, I said, "Is that DJ?" DJ's spirit led him to get up and go get baptized. Yes. And I said to myself then, "God, you are so good." Yes. Because you spoke to him and he heard you. Yes. You know how many of us hear God speaking to us and we don't do nothing about it? Right. I was waiting on God to speak to me like he spoke to Moses at the burning bush. I said, "God, you better reveal yourself to me like the burning bush. I want to hear your voice." At that moment, God speaks to us in so many different ways. So he spoke to me through DJ.